You are Bayekasiwa, aren't you? I've heard stories of the Medjay who crossed the desert. I am Theodorus, one of many who rebel against the Phylakitai.
Is that what landed you in this cage?
Yes, a failed attack. I am hunting Daratos, a ruthless general of Ptolemy with a hatred for Egyptians. A killer of mothers and fathers and children. I won't rest until his body is food for the worms. Would you lend your sword?
Gladly. Your plight is true.
Good joy. We will regroup with my men in Bacchius. Come along.
How does a Greek find himself fighting an Egyptian cause?
My father was Egyptian. My mother, Greek. Long ago, a day came when I discharged every ounce of Greek blood from my body and pledged to rid Egypt of men like Daratos. And we nearly did. We found his camp, but they had greater numbers. We were forced to disband.
Oh.
I was captured by a scouting convoy and beaten into giving up our retreat point.
But you instead led them into a trap. Clever.
I knew my brothers would rescue me, but I did not know the Medjay from Siwa would be among them too. You are rather celebrated amongst my group. We spent years tracking Rujik, only to learn you made waste of him single-handedly. You would not call us your ally, but our goals seem to be aligned from time to time, don't they?
You are not incorrect.
We will take shelter here, and wait for the right moment to strike. I will get briefed.
Work together should not have come here. It's there. Cannot escape. You suffer for that. Got a clean target. Keep the net safe. There's nothing here. We'll catch this trash. End it. We'll deal with it.
We will take shelter here, and wait for the right moment to strike. I will get briefed.
Dogs! They've sent out scouting groups. Theodoros!
Daratos is gone. Neck! He continues to elude me.
What should we do?
Let's be smart. We have an opportunity to claim 2 victories with 1 swift strike. We need to wait for Daratos to return to camp. I've learned his personal scribe has stayed behind in Caranis. You'll be targeted if we so much as take a piece nearby. You are unknown to them. Bring the scribe to us. He'll tell us what we need to know.
How do I find him?
At night, he rests within the courtyard. During the day, you can find him working around the temple or at the terrace overlooking the lake. He dresses elegantly, and due to our failed attack, now has guards in tow. He'll be hard to miss.
Son of a bitch.
What on earth?
Whoa.
Out of the...
Stay behind me, Hari! Hold the enemy! I must push on! decision göre.
Sissin vanpedes! Lekson, lekson!
Must you follow me around everywhere?
Strict orders from the General. We are not to leave your side.
He's overreacting. I am safe here.
The Ratos won't take any chances. The rebels could strike again. We are all on high alert.
Scribe himself. Drunk and dead to the world.
Tell them to pile the grain. Priests are wrecking everything.
It won't be long before he comes to. I need to bring him back to Theodorus.
Keep back! This doesn't concern any of you. Carry on with whatever it is you do.
That is him. Well done. We will find out what he knows. In the meantime, we must prepare our attack. Some of our brothers are stationed just west of Soknopayu. Meet with them and wait for my arrival. We will put an end to that Nekatiodet. Your work
A
here is
scribe
done.
who knows his
We
way
will get
around
the information
Karanis.
we need.
Ratos, where is he?
That name means nothing to me.
Don't think us fools!
Please, stop.
Then talk. We'll break your fingers.
No.
Then your
No,
wrists.
don't.
Where is the Ratos? Talk!
I
Meet
can't.
the others and wait for my arrival.
Whoa.
This is it! Out of the way! Distract the enemy! Distract the enemy! I will push on! Distract the enemy! I will push on! On the wall! Distract the enemy! I will push on!
And here I am, at last, in the Fayum. I will root out the agents of the crocodile.
The new Fayum promises peace and plenty. And you...
Hemsik her auje.
You there! Stop!
طيب decision gerecht. وهس.
Whoa.
There's a good strain of yellow ochre in the clay net.
Are you Theodorus's men?
Yes. And who are you?
He is the Siwan.
I come on his behalf. He'll be joining us shortly with instructions.
Good. The soldiers are reeling, but it won't be long before reinforcements arrive. Come.
Theodoros!
Ready your blades and check your arrows. The Ratos will be back at the camp before sunrise. You're with me, but don't forget, he is mine.
What is your stake in this? This is more about him than it is about your war.
My father grew figs in the Fayum. The best. The Ratos taxed him. An Egyptian has no choice but to pay. One season, the harvest was so poor that my father struggled to give his cut. The Ratos figured him for a cheat. He took a bite of fruit to prove his point. He got a mouthful of worms. His men laughed, but the Ratos was furious. I watched as my father was hanged from his own tree and picked at by every animal in the region. The Ratos embodies the unjust. He is why I am who I am. I need you, Bayek.
Trireme!
The gods have brought us together for this! Justice will be served today! Ah! 'Cause 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 Egypt! For your father, Theodorus!
The Ratos dies today!
Leave no one alive! Clear the camp!
Clear the way!
I should not be seen in this area.
There is no escaping now, Doratos! Face me!
This one knows me by name. Good!
Time to rest in peace, vermin! Die, Ptolemaics! Let us be free of these strange Greeks! Going to gut you!
You'll remember now, huh? May the field of Reed elude you always. Glory to Theodorus!
Ah. Here's the Vlaka who's been messing with my business. We were just discussing you.
You've been stealing grain from Fayum, starving people for profit.
You're not from Fayum, are you? Your speech reeks of the countryside.
That grain belongs on Egyptian tables.
You naive backwater Malakia. I take orders from above. If not me, someone else will do this. This is business. People pay what they owe, or I take it. It's not personal. I give you a choice now. Leave me alone and live, or die here.
Others thought the way that you do. Then they murdered my son. Everything is personal. You filthy Nekatiadet!
What?
It ends here.
Guards, take care of this.
May the Hidden One greet you. The Lord of the Duat awaits. Neck! What was that? The gods are rumbling. It came from just north of here. Must have something to do with this curse. Ah, I can smell the burnt flesh. What happened here? I should ask around. This jar does not belong here. I think there is movement inside. A snake! The jars have been used to transport them.
Another foreigner cursed by Wadjet. That is 3 this week. Those useless Greeks had it coming, if you ask me. But what do I know? I am just the lowly Egyptian caretaker who cleans up after the naked Yadit.
Hey, be careful what you say. People have died. I need to look around.
What you need to look at is the color of your skin, son.
Harmony is what we need, not more senseless judgment.
Look, some of us have built a shrine in a cave under what is left of the Great Temple. Why don't you come and honor Wadjet with us? Egyptians have to stick together.
Maybe I will, after I look around. They are breeding the snakes here. Gods, I hate snakes. Ah! Snakes again! Why did it have to be snakes? They are breeding the snakes here. Gods, I hate snakes. An elaborate shrine to the serpent goddess Wadjet. By the sound of it, we'll not have to find the caretaker after all. Caretaker, the snakes were yours.
You serve Greeks? Come on then, you worthless Ionian slave! Do your master's bidding like a Greek dog! I fight for Egypt! Who do you fight for?
I serve no one, and I fight for everyone. This is what Ptolemy has done to Egypt. A land out of balance, full of hatred and strife. At least I can rescue the hostage. He's being held by the caretaker's men at Panuki. The caretaker is using the goddess to kill Greeks. Why such hatred? I would be sad. It is just as Nanifer warned through his stutter. Egypt has lost harmony. That young woman is standing right on the edge of the cliff. I should check on her.
Who are you? What are you doing? Stay back or I'll jump. You aren't the first person to try and persuade me.
Easy. That is a long way down, even for me.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. The Scorpion took my husband's life. There's nothing left for me now.
You could find the Scorpion that killed him and kill it.
Are you mocking me or trying to be cruel?
Hey, even bitter laughter is better than death. Why don't you step away from the ledge, huh? We can talk.
Don't know what to say.
Tell me of your husband.
We used to come up here to watch the herons. 2 of them built a nest together in that tree. We watched them bring fish for their young. We dreamed of our own children.
And you are sad because you did not have any.
You're not very good at this, Medjay. You're not making me feel any better.
There is no way to make you feel better. There is only tomorrow. And then the next day. One moment at a time.
What you say is true. I just don't think I can face it.
I want to show you something. I will return soon. Hey, try not to jump. There were some herons nearby, down by that tree. I've got what I need. I should give the feather to the girl. This is for you.
A heron feather? Why?
It is a C1 ritual. Feathers mean a lot to us. Anubis will weigh all our hearts when we die against Ma'at's white feather. Yours, mine, our loved ones.
I know what you're doing. This feather is for my afterlife.
Your husband will meet you in the field of reeds when it is time. But it is not a place to rush to. He would want you to live now and be happy.
Yes, you're right. He would. I should thank you for this gift.
You can thank me by showing me the way down.
All right, Medjay, you win. This way. I'm sorry. I must seem childish to you.
Believe me, no. I understand your grief.
That's why you knew what to say, isn't it? Did you lose someone too?
Many have lost loved ones to the Ptolemies.
Does it get better?
It gets better. But you will never be the same.
Yes, I already know that.
What is your name?
I am Tua'a. I am not from here. I come from Crocodilopolis.
I am Bayek, from Siwa. What are you doing in Soknopaio Nessos?
You're from Siwa? I can tell. You're so nice. Your people are kind. I didn't want to waste my life sewing and weaving for my father. Then, I met my husband and we eloped. We didn't have much, but we were happy here.
You could return to your family. They will miss you. You could be happy again.
I can't go back to sewing carpets. Besides, my father will never look me in the face again.
Few fathers would turn away the child they thought they had lost.
Leopards! Bayek!
Stay back.
Dua, Sobek! I thought we were dead.
Are you hurt?
No, but that was terrifying. Death isn't so desirable when you really see it. I guess I do want to live.
Now she wants to live. Hey, that is good. But we should move before hyenas come for the carcasses.
Could you take me to the docks?
Decided where to go then?
I'll find that scorpion that killed my husband. No, I think I know what to do. I'll head south, maybe even back to Crocodilopolis. I've always wanted to work at the theater. This place has too many memories for me.
Do not forget your family. Your father will miss you, whatever you think. Here we are. Will you be okay?
Thank you, Bayek. I will keep this feather and weigh it against my heart. Go do your hero work.
Be safe, Tua'a.
You are either very brave or very foolish, setting foot back here.
Nefertari, isn't it? 1,000 blessings are long overdue.
Bastard! Naked Iadet!
That was Rujek's wife. Did you expect anything less? This way, Bayek. And bring along your 1,000 blessings. You will need them.
I feel bad for her. But it had to be done.
You look well. Better than the last time I found you. Are you just better at killing now?
Rujek was only the beginning.
Yes, your hunt. The heron.
Where are you taking me?
To make amends with Anubis.
Amends? I do not know what you're talking about.
Of course. How could you? You left the moment you woke. You know all the natron for Egypt is collected here. We send it mostly to Memphis to cover the bodies of the dead.
Look at me. No, You're unwell.
Natron has other uses, though. I could use it to disinfect a wound. Or wash the stains of blood off my hands, for example. It looks better, Neb. I will have one of my aides bring something for the pain.
And my brother?
Recovering. He needs rest.
You do not need to remind me. Why are so many of your people ailing?
Because Anubis is displeased. Ever since you left, the torches by his shrines have lost their flame. We are no longer protected.
From what? The wrath of Anubis?
Whatever it is, we have suffered grave injuries trying to reignite them. Some have even vanished. It has become clear that Anubis demands your appeal and yours alone.
سامو
بددوا آني خيط.
I'll ignite the torches and end this curse, or omen, or whatever it is.
You would do well, too, if you ever hope to appease Anubis and gain my pardon.
Sophia, give some frankincense to the men at the pool, would you? I don't need to tell you to be careful.
There are 3 shrines. One to the south, one atop the natural well, and one inside the bent pyramid. You know your way to that one.
One of the torches of Anubis should be here. This torch has fallen over. Where's the head? This fence is broken. Was there a struggle? Nefertari was not exaggerating. There's the torch head. It must have fallen from the ledge when the torch was tipped over. Charms. This should do it. All I need to do now is light it. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. A shrine. One of the torches must be here. There's blood on these limits. Someone hung these. Gatekeeper of the Duat. I honor your name. That was no simple task. There are other forces at work here. This room. This is where my quest began. My life was undone here. Yet now there's a shrine, a memorial where none should be. Could this be for Rudjek? None could care for that snake that began this twisted quest, could they? Charms of Anubis. Someone has put these here, but why? Rudjek's arrow. I marked his name off my list with this. Now it sits on the ground, forgotten. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. That is the last torch. I should return to Nefertari. Someone has sealed this room. The smell of the blood I spilled still lingers here. A mummified heron. For resurrection? No. Whoever did this must have known of Rudjek's place in the Order. Rudjek does not deserve a tomb. But this is an insult. This tomb was made for a pharaoh. Whoever did this has defiled this place. Rudjek's mask. I barely remember what happened after I stabbed him. This room has told me all I need to know. This place was a beginning for me, and an end for Rudjek. The arrow marked both of those things. After I stabbed that bastard, things went dark. When I came back to myself, dead. Rudjek's body should be left to rot. He has been laid to rest with respect by someone who wanted him to enter the Duat prepared. Whoever buried him also left this heron mummy to honor Rudjek with his god's damned namesake in the afterlife. They then returned here to pay respect to Rudjek, if these candles are any indication. No matter what, I know Rudjek's heart was found lacking. That bastard suffers in the afterlife, no matter what was done here. I will be judged one day, but I do not regret my actions. The feather will always be lighter than my heart.
What news do you bring?
The torches burn with a relentless flame.
Then I pray Anubis will grant us pardon.
There were charms left beside each one. Does that mean anything to you?
Beside the torches?
Most likely to ward off the omen.
I will keep my eyes open. In the meantime, some rebels nearby need treatment. I normally make the trips, but I am needed here. Sufia has offered to go in my place, but only if you escort her.
It will be done.
Bayek, I hope this hunt of yours ends soon, before you cannot return from what you have become.
Have you come to see me about the rebels? We don't make the trips until sundown. Come see me then. Good to see you, Namrud.
Nefertari sent reinforcements, I see.
His name is Bayek, a dear friend of Nefertari's. I've asked him to come along and he graciously accepted.
I suppose we all do.
I hear you are in some trouble. I owe a favor to Nefertari.
If it's as you say, follow me and stay close. We've got quite a journey ahead. The path to the mine was clear, but that doesn't mean it will be on the way back. Be ready for anything.
You seem uneasy, Namrud. Why the hesitance?
I don't like straying from the plan. These lands are teeming with dangers. Bandits, soldiers, the wild. It's why we make the trips at night. Helps avoid trouble.
Where are you camped?
In an abandoned fort to the west. Our point of retreat.
Retreat from what?
An attack on a nearby encampment. There were more soldiers than we thought. Lost a lot of good men.
How many wounded?
Enough. That's why being close to their mine is so important. The healers work wonders. We are lucky Nefertari allows these deals. She has a pure heart. Risks her neck. The mine belongs...
Some time. I must push on.
Whoa.
Yeah. Help! I got trouble here!
We are lucky Nefertari allows these deals. She has a pure heart. Risks her neck. The mine belongs to the regime after all. We should be out of harm's way once we cross that bridge. This is it. When we get inside, I will need your help to tend to the wounded while Sufia prepares the natron. I pray we have not lost more men.
I will set up. Bayek, follow Namrut. He will show you what
Cold.
to do.
These
I am
men,
so cold.
move them to the rear, by the kilns. This way, we will line them up. It will be easier for Sufia.
Your band is much smaller than I imagined.
Small, but united. We fight for one another. I am merely one of them, spared by the gods this time.
Careful!
Their wounds are severe, but they'll live if Sufia is anything like Nefertari.
You and Nefertari are old friends.
Something like that. She saved my life after I killed Rudjek.
You are the one that killed Rudjek, huh? I cannot believe it. By the gods, the brazier! The fire will alert the regime!
Spread out!
They have found us!
Rebels! Move in! Leave none alive! Archers, ready your arrows! We are wounded enough. It is useless to fight. You are outmatched. Lay down your weapons, and we will make it quick.
I would rather stick my sword down your throat.
Those who oppose Ptolemy's reign, die.
Those who fight me, die.
This one fights alongside these rebels. A fool's choice!
Back off! You are a murderer!
She lit the brazier. Why would she draw the soldiers to us?
Talk! The omens. It was you. Why?
Rudjek, I loved him. He promised me a better life. You took him from me.
Now I see. You're Rudjek's mistress. Well, your fucking lover killed my son. I feel nothing for you.
You are meant to die! Ah!
What a shame. Such a pretty girl. There's no room for pretty in our war.
Death drives us to do things we regret.
She tricked us both.
Your men?
The pile of dead gets bigger. We will treat the survivors. No time to fetch another healer. We have the natron at least. We will do what we can.